Um, I think really the biggest problem with a lot of like, especially the area we're in, it's not really that there's a lot of people; it's that people don't take it seriously. I mean, I don't really want to go down the political road or whatever, but
Right.
there's, we live in a red state, and specifically the area that we're in is 100%, the Trump supporters and things like that, and you know, for better or worse, people just don't take it seriously for the most part. I mean, we do everything we can and try to promote people to wear masks and stay away from me and that sort of thing. But yeah, man, people just don't take it seriously here. So our numbers have been higher than you would think they would be. I mean, at least given population or whatever. But that's more just because a lot of people think it's a lie, which is crazy to me.
That's like here in Oklahoma too. And I hate though. What's funny is when I see like the obviously super right winger, and he's like 80 years old, and he's not wearing a mask at 7-Eleven to prove a point. I'm like, dude, okay, but still, you might die, brother. Like, just put a mask on, you know what I'm saying? Whether you believe it's true or not true, you shouldn't catch any kind of flu when you're 80 years old.
Right,
Bottom line.
And I mean, really, like, how bad is it to wear a mask? I mean, at first it sucked because none of us had wore them and we weren't used to them. But at this point, like, everybody's used to wearing a mask. What's the big deal? You know, just put on the mask.
I know. I'm known to forget sometimes. Every now and again, I'll forget and I won't have it in my car. And I'll try to run to the store real quick and stay away from people because everyone gives you the stink eye if you're not wearing a mask. You get the stink eye. And it was weird. It was weird at first. At first I felt like, because I had a bandana, so my wife's like, you're just trying to look cool. You're just trying to look cool and go to the store with a bandana on. I'm like, well, I don't want to get sick, and I also want to look cool. So that was kind of my thing.
I mean, at first I thought it was really cool that I could go to the grocery store dressed like Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat.
Right? You would think that's the gamer inside of you, you know?
Right.
Or Scorpion, come here! With the thing.
Man, I'll put the cloth over my face, and then I'll pull up my hoodie, and I'll pull it real tight, and I'm good to go, man.
Exactly. All right, let's go ahead and play the last song, The Inferno. And I like how you put the word The Inferno in front of it. I think that makes it stand out a little bit more. So here we go right now. The Inferno, What Drives the Week? Here we go.
I feel the sting of the selfish
All right, guys, you guys are great to have on the show. I know I just messed up, so I have to re-record this. So we're doing it now, and the listeners are going to be like, what the hell is he talking about? Well, you guys know what I'm talking about, and that's all that matters. So if people want to, if people want to find your website and your music, your Facebook, all that good stuff, where can they go?
So our main site is probably Facebook. That's where we try to do all of our communications with fans, but we're branching out this year. We're moving into other social media. We've got a Twitter, we've got a Instagram, we've got Facebook. Facebook has links to all of our merchandise and other things like that. The Facebook site, you can either search for What Drives the Week. That's one word, no caps or spaces or anything crazy. Just What Drives the Week, one word. Or you can go to facebook.com/What Drives the Week official. And that'll bring you straight to that, too. We've got a store that we sell our merchandise on at Big Cartel. The link is on our Facebook page. We've also got a Spreadshirt store where there's some interesting, short-term designs and things like that. And all our music, if you can stream, our music is there. It's on Amazon. It's on YouTube. It's on Spotify, Apple Music. You name it, it's there. Pandora, even if you use Pandora,
right?
And
people do.
And if you want to buy physical copies of our music, you can either reach out directly to us on the Facebook page, or you can go to the Big Cartel store where we sell the CDs directly there. We actually have some cool bundles where if you buy a CD at a different price point, you get like a shirt and some stickers and some other stuff. Some of the higher ones will actually, write to you and thank you for buying our stuff and tell you how cool we think you are for being a great fan. And yeah, I mean, it's we're all over the place, man, but Facebook's really the central area of it all. That's where we try to communicate with everybody.
What's really cool is Craig and I, talking back and forth about the podcast. And I'm telling you, 90% of the time, I said it on other podcasts, and it holds true with you guys, I'm normally talking with the drummer. It's normally the drummer that reaches out, and for some reason, it's normally the drummer that I'm talking to. It's not always, but more than, I would say, probably more than 75% of the time, it's the drummer. And typically the drummer also knows the answers to those questions, or answers it first anyways.
Yeah, well, we got... we've got nothing to do in our spare time. I mean, we play drums, and then I might as well try to help manage the band, because why not?
Yeah, because do you ever sit at home and just like the guitar player could sit at home and practice this song over and over again, come up with new little ditties. The singer could go there and write lyrics. The lead guitarist could do his thing and this sounds really cool. And the bass player could be like, oh, this is some really cool ideas I'm going to show to the guitar player. But the drummer's usually not at home playing the drums by himself, listening to the music, thinking we should change all this up. Normally it's the singer, guitar player, or bass player. So that's why the drummer that makes sense. That makes sense.
And when I first joined the band, we didn't go over that earlier, but I joined the band around 2012-ish.
Okay.
And John handled all the business back then. And since I've been in the band, I mean, me and John were friends before I was in the band. I've known John for a long time too. But I basically came in and said, hey, dude, I've done business with my other bands. I'm happy to step in and try to help. And we all just work together, man. We don't work against each other, because that doesn't get anybody anywhere. If Jordan wants to book a show, it would be the same as if Brandon or Jared did. We all work together. So
that's awesome. That's good.
I do a lot of the communication, though.
Well, yeah, and you're really outgoing, and really we didn't get to hear much from John's and his side of the camera. That's because of the sound issues. But you guys all seem like really outgoing people for the most part, from what I can tell anyway. So I'm sure you guys have a lot of fun at band practice. If you could give a shout out to any bands that you play with, or that bands that are near you, local bands, who would those be?
All right. So we'll start local. Revision Revised is an awesome metalcore band. They've got some really great material coming out very soon. Another local band that has made waves, I the Oracle. We're friends with the guys in Left to the Wolves, who just put out a new song, and that song is a banger. If you like deathcore, I definitely recommend checking out Left to the Wolves. We're friends with Dying Oath, and that's one of those bands over in the North Carolina scene. I know that you've had them on the show a couple times.
Yeah.
You guys think of anybody else we should throw in there?
I Am Air. They're in Texas.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I Am Air. That's our buddy Matt's band in Texas. He is a monster on vocals, and you should check them out.
All right. Anyone from John's group over there?
Throw in my buddy
Nope, can't hear you. Well, we tried. We tried. He's like, whatever. I'm throwing in the towel. He's throwing in the towel. Hey guys, I don't want you to go anywhere. I want you to stay right there. Don't leave. I do want to thank all of the listeners for listening to The Loud Spot. You can go find us on Apple, Spotify, www.theloudspot.net. If you do want to get a spot and maybe interviewed on the podcast, you can email Sam at theloudspot.net. He does all the bookings for us. He's the executive producer of the show. So I got a TikTok account. I said I did just start it, but I've done so many videos now. It feels like I started a while ago. I'm having a lot of fun on there. So check us out. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
I heard that. We heard that.
This is the Loud Spot outro by Nothing Short of Tragic. Is this all talk with no action? No. Is this my thoughts with distraction? No. Is this what I bought that's in fashion? Or is this the Loud Spot with Sebastian? Yes. Does Nothing Short of Tragic have his back again? Yes. Does everything that's good really have to end? Yes. A pimp host has to pimp show, so to get more episodes, make an order, this is over.